All right, everyone, welcome again. My name is Kate with Scott Run Marketing. Today, we're going to be going over the paid ads portion of Command, how to kind of connect it, how to set up a paid ad. We're also going to take a look at how to get a social post created. Both of those are in Command and within the campaigns section. So we're going to take a look at that. And the first thing we want to do is we want to just jump into our Command platform, okay? So as you can see, I've got Command here, and actually let me go back to the home screen. So you just want to make sure you are logged into your Command platform. We're going to be spending a lot of time in campaigns. That looks like a megaphone on the left-hand menu bar. If you are not familiar with these icons, you can hover over those icons to take a look at them. You can also hit this red and white KW to expand that menu bar, and so you can see them all at once, okay? So again, we're going to focus on campaigns. Looks like a megaphone. I'm going to go ahead and click into that. Now, once we're in campaigns, you're going to see that we are in the campaigns dashboard. Now, within the campaigns section of Command, you can run a few different types of campaigns. Paid ads, which we're going to take a look at today. A paid ad is going to be an advertisement that you are paying money for, and it's hopefully going to generate new leads, new business from people that you don't necessarily know. They're not in your sphere. They're not people that you've met, things like that. You can also send email campaigns. We're not going to look at that today, but those can go out to your database. You can do postcards. You can also do social media posts, okay? Those are going to go directly to your social platforms. With those social posts, the major difference between a paid ad and a social post is the people that are seeing your social posts, images and marketing are going to be people that you most likely already know. They're going to be people that follow your business page or things like that. So generally not going to stir up brand new business, but may bring you a friend or family member or previous client to buy, sell, etc. with, okay? So still great to promote and post to that. All right. With that being said, the first things that we want to take a look at when we are creating campaigns is we, of course, want to make sure that those accounts that we're going to be posting to are connected to our Command account. Okay, so to make sure that those accounts are connected, we're going to go to the drop down next to our name, and we're going to actually go into our settings, okay? Now, once we're in our settings, you're generally redirected directly to your integrations. These are going to be different applications, third party that you are connecting with to streamline your business using Command. And some of those are going to be these social media platforms, okay? So as you can see, we have Facebook, and this is going to be for post scheduling. Now, post scheduling is going to be those social posts that we were talking about. So going to your business pages, you're creating the content and posting them, your followers, friends, people that like your page are seeing those. You also have Instagram. Same thing, people that follow you, they're going to see that in their feed when you're posting those different marketing, okay? So you can connect both of those here, and we'll kind of go over that a little bit. Now, the next one is Facebook Ads Manager. Now, I do want to point out this is no longer managed within this section of Command, okay? So it will redirect you if you click this link here to where you can connect that. However, you cannot connect it here within the settings any longer. It's kind of had an upgrade, and that's moved to a different location, okay? Now, a couple of things before we jump in is just taking a look at your social platforms to make sure that they are set up correctly and that you are able to post to them through your Command account, okay? So super important, you have to have a business account for both Facebook and Instagram. They have to be business accounts, they have to be business profiles in order for you to use that specific connection with Command and post through Command, okay? The reason for that being is that Facebook has very strict advertising kind of rules. So you can't really advertise to your personal page. It's kind of frowned upon a little bit. And so in order to connect that to Command, it has to be a professional business page, okay? So If you haven't set up a business page, we do have a class that goes over that in depth. Let me drop that for you guys in the chat really quick. Just so you have it if you need to refer back to that, if I can find it. Give me 1 second, might be a little bit further down. Here we go, build your social media. So this will go over in depth how to create those accounts as well as how to connect them. So if you need to create the new account, you can kind of take a look at that and get started. Now, if you want to check and see if you already have a business account created, you can do that by coming into your Facebook account. You should have a personal and a business account. If you have both, it should allow you to kind of toggle between those different accounts. As you can see, when I click this drop down, I have 2 different business accounts that are connected to this personal Facebook account, okay? So I can switch to those. I can also hit these little dots right here, and that will let me go into either create a page if I need to do so, or to view my pages. Okay, so if we click on that, you'll see again, I'm seeing pages that I manage. So I can click into each of these different business pages and kind of make changes. Okay, so if I click into that, one thing I want to mention here is you'll see some of these are grayed out on the left-hand side. I need to switch. I'm currently still under my personal account, so I would need to switch to that business account to have full access to view all of those items, okay? So as you can see now, I have access to everything, okay? So this lets me know, again, I have a business account within here. Now, when you go to Instagram, you should also be able to take a look at your account and see if you have, and I'm clicking the wrong thing, so give me just a second. Settings. You should be able to see here if you have a business account, okay? It should give you professional settings and information here within this settings section. Now, with that being said, one more final step is that your Instagram does have to be linked directly to your Facebook, okay? So to make sure that that is linked, we can come back over to our Facebook account. We could go into our settings. And if we scroll down to find permissions, we can see linked accounts. If we go ahead and click that, you'll see that we have the ability to connect our Instagram account right here. If we were to click that, we could go ahead and disconnect, review connection, connect, etc. So should allow you to link those two to each other. And that way you can connect all of those within your settings here, okay? Now, once you verified you have a business page set up, you have an Instagram professional account set up, and that is linked to your Facebook, you can come into these settings and it should give you the option to connect an account. And we could kind of connect more. It should provide you with the Facebook account that you're currently logged into. And then once you continue, it should prompt you with the different business pages you have access to. And you can decide whether you'd like to connect both of those. If you only have one, you can select just the one, and then you can go ahead and hit connect. And it will connect that. You'll then see connected here. Now, same for your Instagram, as long as it is a business page and it is connected to your Facebook, you can also hit that connect more. It should allow you to, and we're getting an error, that's okay because it's already connected, but you should be able to also connect that Instagram account right here, okay? Go ahead and close that out. I'm just going to take a quick peek at the chat. For your, or is your question, choose the name for your business account when you're creating it? If you want to give a little bit more context there, I can see if I can help you out with that. So always check with your Market Center staff for compliance. If you're supposed to have specific wording or information included in that, you can definitely get that information from them. It can vary from state to state as to your compliance, so I wouldn't want to give you any incorrect guidance there. But your Market Center should be able to provide that information. Okay. So once those are connected, you are good to go for social posts. Again, that's going to be just those social media posts that are going directly to your accounts. They'll appear on your profile, they'll appear in your Instagram feed, and people that follow you and like your pages will then see that information as they're scrolling through their feed, okay? Now, for those paid ads, a little bit different because that is generating new business. You're not going to see it directly on your accounts because then you're wasting your money on yourself, and we don't want to do that. But you should be able to see results coming in from those as far as leads. So if we want to go ahead and click this paid ad settings, it's going to redirect us to the campaigns section of command, and then it's going to redirect us into where we actually create those campaigns and connect our Facebook account, okay? So if I open up command again, just so I can show you another way to get there. We can also go straight into campaigns to get here. And then if we go to, we can either click paid ad quick start right here in the quick links, or we can go to paid ads and click this quick start option, okay? So clicking any of those will redirect you to the same section of command. It's kind of outside of command, but this is where you will create ads. This is where you will connect those accounts. So as you can see, these pages look very similar. It's just that we're in different sections. So to connect your social account here, sorry, just let in a couple people. You will want to come into those assets and you will want to come to Facebook pages, okay? This is where you can either unlink an account if you have one connected and want to change it. This is also where you can add another account, okay? So if you need to connect a new Facebook business page, you can just go ahead and click that Add Facebook Business Page. You're going to do Continue with Facebook. And it's just going to pull up those. You can go ahead and hit that reconnect. It's just letting us know because this was previously connected. And then it's going to give us the option to select any of the available business pages that we can connect with. Now, as you can see, we have one that is showing a green check mark. That one is already linked. We can then go ahead and select the other one and hit next. Now, very important, if you did not create your business page, you do have to have specific permissions and roles in order to connect that. So if you are encountering any issue with connecting that, you can always reach out to our support team. Our email is support@scottleroymarketing.com. We're happy to take a look and see if we can kind of troubleshoot and determine where that issue lies and how we can move forward with connecting that. But generally, we run into those issues when you don't have the correct permissions or roles on your business page, okay? Or if you're trying to connect a page that's not a business page, you'll see some issues there as well, okay? So you can always click those three dots. If you've added one by mistake, you can always hit that unlink and it will remove that page from your connected accounts, okay? Now we're going to navigate back to command just for a second. All right, and then we're going to briefly go over these dashboards that you're seeing here. Now there's not a ton you can do here within this paid ads dashboard, but there's a few things. Again, you can hit that quick start to get into the campaigns section to create those. You can view some of these helpful links. You can also take a look at some of your current ads that are running by selecting either listing ads, attract buyer or seller ads. If you're a member of Market Centered Leadership and have Command MC access, you will also most likely see this recruiting brand ads. So you will also have that. If you scroll down, you'll have some other videos that you can kind of take a look at just to help self-learn. But the next thing I'm going to do again is hit that quick start button and we're going to start creating an ad so we can take a look at that. Now, once we're in dashboard, you'll see we have quick start. This allows us to view all of the different types of campaigns that we can run in here. It's all of the types of paid ads. We can also kind of filter those if we are looking to just generate new leads or if we are just really looking to generate traffic to our website or something like that. So you can kind of decide which one you'd like to do. When you're taking a look at these different types of ads, you'll see that they have the social platforms that those are going to run to, okay? So we only connected Facebook page here, but it will also post to that Instagram because those accounts are now linked. So that's kind of one of those major reasons that they link those to each other. So each of these ads, you'll see the different platforms that those ads will run to. You'll see the different types, so listing, single image or video, and so on and so forth. Moving down, you'll see that we have attract buyers and sellers. This has a different bubble at the bottom. So these blue ones are a Facebook lead form, okay? So Facebook is going to capture the lead on their form, and then it's going to be sent directly to you through your command platform, okay? So any leads coming in through that Facebook lead form are going to be automatically added to command. You'll get a notification. They'll be added to your contacts as a lead, okay? Now, these yellow bubbles that say use your own landing page or lead form, you get to determine where those leads go and their information is captured, okay? So if you'd like to redirect them to your KW website, the same thing will happen. They'll enter their contact information. They'll be plugged into your command database. You'll have a new contact, a lead, and you'll be notified of that. Now, if you're using a third-party platform or website, you will get to determine where those leads are funneling. With that being said, they won't automatically funnel into your command account. You would kind of be responsible for moving those from one to the other. So up to you on how you want to kind of handle those. If you'd like to use your KW website or if you'd like to use the Facebook lead form, those are both going to add those contacts directly to command. Whereas if you're sending them to a third-party website or platform, you're going to be kind of migrating those over. Okay. Now beyond your Facebook and Instagram, you'll also see that there is a G in the Google colors. Those are going to also be for Google. They're Google ads, basically, okay? So those are going to show up on Google when people are searching different things, how those ads show up when they're searching or links for that. That is what those two are for, okay? Now, these are monthly recurring subscription. These are the only two that show that. The rest, you get to determine how much you're spending, how long it's running for. But with these two that are the monthly recurring subscription, it is a minimum of $250 for 6 months. So just keep that in mind with those two. Now you'll also see this other kind of symbol that looks like the Google colors. That is going to be the Google AdSense Google Display Network. So those are going to kind of show up on websites when you're looking at a website and you're seeing different advertisements as you're scrolling through. You're seeing advertisements on the side of whatever page you're looking at. That's where those kind of show up and where you'll see them, okay? And then lastly, you also have TikTok that you can advertise on, okay? All right. Why don't we take a look at creating an ad, okay? So let's go ahead and just select this first one for the listing single image and video. Now, once we're brought in here, again, it's going to let you know what type of ad you're creating. So we are doing a single image. It's going to run to both Facebook and Instagram, and it is going to use Facebook's lead form. So again, when people are filling that out, it will funnel directly to our command and notify us of that, okay? Over here on the right, you'll have a preview of your ad, again, both on Facebook and Instagram. You'll see those icons. You can look at this full preview. It will start to update as we are plugging things into this, so you'll see that in real time. You'll select the Facebook business page that you would like to post this to, okay? So we can click that little drop down. We can take a look at whichever business page we have connected and where we would like to run that to. Now, if you have 2 pages or if you need to add another one, you can do that as well. Click too many buttons. Go ahead and select this one. We can come down and pull our listing, okay? So please add your listing. If we go ahead and click that, we can then find the listing that we are looking to advertise, okay? You can click this little filter option. This will allow you to search by street address, MLS ID, co-listing, listing agent, etc. Our recommendation is to either use the street address, MLS ID, or listing agent. But of course, the MLS ID is usually going to be the fastest and find your property that you're looking for, okay? Now, I'm not going to search for one today. We're going to go ahead and just grab one here that's kind of pulling up. See if we can find maybe a house to grab. Let's just grab one of these. We're going to go ahead and grab this here. So we're just going to grab this one and hit select, okay? Now, what's great about this is it pulls in all of the information directly from the listing. So we don't have to type a whole bunch of information. It's pulling photos and everything like that. Our targeting is automatically going to be set up for the property address. You can, of course, change that if you'd like to select a custom location. You can also change your radius. So if you'd like to target a bigger area, you can adjust that radius. Okay, custom location, you can type in the city or zip code. You can select up to 10 locations. So if you're looking to target multiple areas nearby, you can do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and leave this on listing location. We'll leave it at 20. That's totally fine. If we scroll down, you'll have your media type. This is where you can choose from either a video or an image that you'd like to use. If you have a video, you just switch that and you can select from your media library. You may need to upload your video here. So if you did have a video, you just do add new and pull that in. We're going to go ahead and use the listing image, or the images from the listing. And I want to point out down here you have image. This is going to allow you to view any of the photos that are available in the MLS. So you can hover over those. If there is a different one that you'd like and would like to use, you can select any of those photos and it will replace it in your preview. Okay, so any of the listing photos from the MLS. There we go. You can also upload your own custom image. So if you have one different that maybe you've created in designs and you'd like to pull that in, you can upload that here. Now over on the right, you have some theme options. It's currently set at none. You can select just listed, just sold. It will update your preview. I'll give it just a second. And as you can see, it kind of adds a little bit more information to that. So you can also do just sold. It's going to look very similar. But it might look a little bit nicer. There it goes. Because when you're using the photo just based on the size of the photo, it does kind of have that, that shading right above it that is kind of pulled from the photo. So up to you on how you want to display that. Of course, you can always upload your own custom image as well from designs with a photo you've created. Now moving down, you have your text. This is the text that appears above and below your image over here. You can come in and edit this. You also have these little things here called chips. These are going to allow you to pull in different information directly from the MLS, okay? So you can definitely type out this information. However, a great example is if you're including the price or something here, if the price changed and you've already created your ad, the price is going to be incorrect on your ad. So using the little chip will allow it to pull directly from the MLS, even if a change was made, okay? So you can pull those for any of these different information. You can also use things in your profile, your marketing profile to pull in as well. So great way to use those. Of course, like I said, you can change this. Down below, you're also going to have emojis. You can add those in if you want to. If there's something you'd like to pull, let's see if we can just find a house really quick. I can't type. We'll just pull it in that little guy. There's our emoji. And then lastly, there is this little Evolve AI. This is going to allow you to have AI help you create your ad. So you can ask AI to write something, you can type in whatever you'd like or whatever you're needing help with, and it will give you a response, okay? Now, when we close out of that, you'll also see that AI is down here in the bottom of our screen. So you can use that there as well to help you create your ad. It's also over here, you have your emojis as well as that Evolved AI. We do have a tip video that goes over this a little bit more if you're interested in that. And then, like I said, this text here is going to be what displays right here on your image, okay? So again, above and below your image, you get to adjust that text. Now moving down, you have your lead submission destination, okay? So once they've submitted their lead, where are they going? You can enter your own URL So you could use your KW website here if you'd like to. Let's go ahead and just grab Scott's URL really quick. So we can go ahead and grab our URL, plug that in, and it will then redirect to that. You can also preview your URL. You can also select a landing page, okay? So you can select any of your landing pages, custom pages, etc. that are on your KW site. So you could come through here and select whichever one you would like to use. If you create a specific landing page, you can select that as well. I'm going to leave it on the generic KW site. We'll redirect them there. But of course, you can adjust it how you'd like. Moving down, you have your lead settings. What's really cool about these is that you can set up specific tags that are added to the contact. Once they're entered into your command platform, you can create a new tag. So let's just do class. It will allow us to create a new tag. But let's say you wanted to then set up that person on a smart plan. As soon as they funnel into your command, they'll have that tag that's specific to your paid ad, and you can automatically set them up on whatever smart plan you have in your command that you'd like them to be set up on. So automatically assigns incoming leads to the smart plan. It will also automatically assign those tags. So this is a great way to identify the new leads from this ad, as well as automatically start communicating with them on a smart plan, okay? Moving down, the last thing we have is our compliance, okay? This is going to allow us to decide if we're including our default logo from our marketing profile. If we want to add our own custom logo, that logo should appear, it's pretty hard to see, or actually it shows right here. So this would be the logo from your marketing profile. It should be specific to your market center. This is currently the one in our marketing profile, so that is what pulling. And it should also have the ownership statement. You can kind of see it right here. I know it's really tiny, but these will include that each office is independently owned and operated. Okay, so you should be hopefully all set with your compliance. Of course, check with your market center staff to make sure if there's anything else that needs to be added. Let's see, can you do Facebook rebranding ads to your existing database? So you can't run an ad that is going to directly target your database, if that's what you're trying to do. These are just leads going out to people that are, oh, perfect, that answered your question. If you have any more on that, just let me know. Once our ad is ready to go here, you guys, and we have everything added, we can go ahead and do proceed to the last step, okay? That's going to allow us to set our duration. Now, what's great is you get to decide how long this ad is going to run for. You get to determine what your budget is, okay? Now, keep in mind your budget and your duration can also heavily impact your leads. So just keep that in mind. But you can start very small as you're spending. I don't think there is necessarily a minimum. Oops. I want to say maybe $20 actually is probably the minimum. But again, you can adjust that. You can adjust your duration. How long do you want this to run for? One thing I want to point out here, after you publish this, so after we're done setting our duration and budget and we hit that publish and purchase now, it is going to take 24 hours for your ad to go live. The reason for that is that they have to review it, make sure that everything is good, and then it will go live as an ad, okay? So just keep that in mind if you're trying to do something within a specific time frame. You want to make sure you account for that additional 24 hours of processing time, okay? Now, again, you can set your budget down here. It will let you know your total amount as well as your daily spend. As you adjust that budget, you'll also see that it's going to give you an estimate of how many leads it expects you to get. That estimate is based on different data that they have across all of the users, also outside of our specific organization. And of course, the performance may vary from ad to ad, but it's going to give you kind of an idea of how many leads you should expect based on your budget. So that will go up the higher your budget is, and things like that. So keep that in mind. You'll then enter your billing information and you'll go ahead and click purchase now. Payment will be set up and you can go ahead and get that running. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit save draft. I don't want to actually publish this. We're going to take a quick look at the chat. If you are doing the open house, you should be okay. Again, always check with your market center staff if you have specific things that need to be done locally. But generally, if you're hosting an open house, you are able to kind of advertise for that. Now that we've ran our ad, we're going to see that we have all of our different drafts here. All of your current ads, past, present, and drafts are going to appear under this programs section, okay? So we were in the dashboard for creating our ad. We're in the program section for viewing any active ads, past ads, or again, those drafted ads, okay? It will allow you to see the name. It will allow you to see all of the other information. You can, of course, delete it. You can even click into these. This is where, if this wasn't a draft, you could come in and see any leads that came in. You can also click this leads one. It will show those there as well, okay? You can come in and edit these if they are draft. You can even start a brand new one here. It will pop up all of the available options and you can go ahead and get started with creating them, okay? And lastly, you have your media library. This is going to pull in any of those images that you've previously used. You can also add new. So if you were looking to pull in photos or videos to an ad you're creating, you can go ahead and add that and upload from device. And then they will appear there when you're creating the ad so that you can just easily pull them in. Okay? All right. I don't see any questions at the moment. We are going to keep rolling and we're going to take a look at creating a social post, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go back. And then we're going to head into our social posts, okay? Now from our social posts, this is the dashboard. This allows us to come in and schedule posts. We can schedule them as far out as you'd like. You can create here. You can also create up here. You can change your view if you'd like to see just a week's worth or if you'd like to see the entire month. If you have past, oops, there we were. If you have past social posts that you've created and scheduled, you'll see them. Whether you are in week mode or month mode, they should have those icons and allow you to kind of take a look at them. If we scroll down, it'll let you know this was posted to Facebook. This is what was posted. It will give you all of that information, okay? Over here on the right, you're also going to see that there are some quick posts. Now this quick post is going to be something that you can shuffle. These are pre-made social media posts that you can use. There's not too many, but there are quite a few options. These are leadership, so just want to point that out, the top one. There is video. And then lastly, just agent social posts, okay? So again, you can shuffle through those. It will give you different types of posts. We got a little bit of lag here. What's great about these is they already have everything done for you. They have all of the content, they have all of the text, they have all of everything. You just have to come in and do this little quick share. It will allow you to edit anything you might like. You can see that we have the ability to select any of the pages we would like to post that to. It will give us a preview. We can edit the text if we want. We can change the photo. We can add the ownership statement and DBA. That will add it directly to our image. And then we can go ahead and schedule post or publish immediately, okay? So again, quick posts, you don't have to do anything to them. You don't have to change anything. You can post them exactly as they are, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and save these. And they'll appear within your drafts. So you have the saved drafts, okay? If we wanna create a brand new one, let me check the chat really quick. I will come back to that question. I may have a few questions to get you answered. So let's go ahead and click Create Campaign. And we're going to hit that social post. Again, this is going directly to our social platforms and anyone that follows us is going to be able to see that. Similar to that quick post that we took a look at, we can start customizing this, okay? So we can select the pages that we'd like to post that to. A preview appears on the right-hand side. Facebook will only have one for both accounts, so they'll appear the same. And if you are sharing to Instagram as well, it will have that preview, okay? Then we can start adding our content. So if we have a photo that we've created, whether it's in designs or on our computer, we can go ahead and grab that. Let's see if I have anything. We'll just go ahead and grab this open house one that we have. So I created this design in Command under the design section right here. It looks like a paintbrush with a canvas behind it. Go ahead and crop that, and we can add our photo. I'm not sure why the Instagram is not loading. Should also show that preview. There we go. So should look the same. If there are additional images, we can also go ahead and write our text. So let's just keep it really simple. Open house, Saturday, June 14th, I think. Yep, 14th. We'll just do 12 to 3. You can add your emojis again if you'd like. Whatever you want to do there. Any other text, if you want to include a link to your website, you could, of course, pull that in as well. You could, of course, add a QR code to your image too. Kind of optional there. That would be added when you're creating the design itself, though. Okay. Now, we do see people use this browse design. We generally run into issues with this. Let's see if it works. Usually you'll have to download your image from Designs and then upload it manually. I'm not sure if they're working on fixing that, but usually you'll get an error. So best to just download your image and upload it manually. Again, we can include our ownership statement. You'll see it is appearing down here at the bottom. So if it goes over your design, you may want to remove it. And then we can also include that DBA logo. Why does it look like it's not? It should be pulling this from your marketing profile. It looks like it's not. So let me just see if I can grab one really quick so you can see where that goes. Again, down in the bottom, if it's overlapping your design, you may want to just make sure it's added to your design itself. And you can also move it to the left if it's easier. That one, not really better. So you may want to just move it. And then again, schedule or publish. If we want to schedule this, since our open house is Saturday, let's go ahead and put this at 9 a.m. And then we can go ahead and hit schedule post. It's going to give us one final preview and schedule again. And then again, once you have that scheduled, you'll be able to see it in your week or month, whichever one. You'll be able to see it up here. It's posting to both Facebook and Instagram. If we take a look at it under the actual day of the week that it's posting, it lets us know this is the content that's included. It's posting to 2 channels on June 14th at 9 a.m. It is posting to this channel and this channel. Once it's posted, it should start giving us some live information as to activity. You can also, until it is scheduled or until it is posted, you can come in and make edits. You can also go ahead and delete the post if you've decided you no longer want to post that, okay? And again, you can schedule these out as far as you'd like. If you want to schedule out an entire month or anything like that, generally, you probably don't want to schedule too far out because things change, but you can always schedule out as far as you'd like, okay? Let me just take a look, make sure I haven't missed covering anything today. If you guys have questions, drop those in the chat. Just taking a quick peek here. Okay, let me check these questions that we had. Yes, you can do a video for social posts as well. In fact, let me grab one really quick and I can show you guys how to do that. It kind of depends on the length of the video. I usually use the GIFs and the videos. Like these, this is one of the ones you can create in Command. I'm gonna go ahead and download this. So these are short videos, they're not very long. But let me go back to campaigns. We can hit create, social post, and we can add our content here. I'm gonna go ahead and browse file. So again, it would determine how long your video is. Let me just test one of these. See, it's gotta be less than 120 seconds, okay? So they have to be pretty quick videos. Did I download that one I just had? 1 second, let me try to download that again. You can create animated short videos and designs as well. In fact, I think this one I did that on, so let me just check it. Yeah, so this one has some quick animation. So if I download this as a video and GIF, and I'm going to download. So it's downloading that video for me. I'm just going to wait till it's done. I'm going to take a look at these other questions really quick. The recording will not be shared directly. It will be posted to our YouTube channel. The social posts are free and do not cost anything. They are just going out, like if you were logging into your Facebook and posting it directly, they don't cost you anything to do that. It's the same way. Okay, let's go back. I'm gonna browse and grab that quick little video. So as you can see, it looks very similar to if I was just doing a photo, but it's gonna allow me to preview that actual video. And then I can go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and save that, but same process. I can always just view the video. This one's very short, 2 seconds. So as long as it's under 120 seconds, you should be able to do the same thing, okay? Let's see. Marketing to your contacts would basically be a social post. If you're looking to do it through social media, you of course always have the option to do direct mailers to your database or email campaigns. But for paid ads, that's not going to directly target your database or contacts on your Facebook. The recording is not sent out to anyone. However, it can be found on our YouTube. Let me drop that link just one more time. In the chat for you guys. Let's see. This video link will not be available until the end of the day when we post it to our YouTube. I can send you one to our previous class if you'd like. This is the last one we had. If you want to review that one before this one is posted, this one will generally be up within 24 hours or by the end of business day. Let's see. It needs to be shared on text. Deborah, if you want to provide a little bit more information, I can see if I can help. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording since we've gone through mostly all of our content for the paid ads and social posts. But hang around if you have questions. Definitely drop those in the chat. We will go through them. If you don't have questions and want to hop off, that is great too. If you run into any issues or need additional help, please reach out to our email. It is support@scottleroymarketing.com. We're happy to help with whatever you've got going on. So hopefully we'll hear from you. Have a great day, guys. I'm going to stop record and we can go into any other questions.